Hello, and welcome back to Sarah Explains, the podcast where we break down all things Canada. Today, we have a very special guest joining us. She's relatively new to our beautiful snowy country and is ready to dive headfirst into winter. Please welcome Leila.
Hello, Sarah. Thank you so much for having me. I'm really excited to be here.
The excitement is all ours, Leila. You've recently moved to Canada from Iran, and I can only imagine how different winter must be for you. What are your first impressions of Canadian winter?
Oh, it's magical. And a little bit cold, of course. Back home, we don't really have snow like this. Maybe a little frost in some mountainous areas, but nothing like the blanket of white I see here. It's so beautiful, the way the snow sparkles and the air feels so crisp. But yes, it's definitely colder than I'm used to.
I hear that. It can be a shock to the system. But the great thing about Canadian winter is that it's not just about staying inside. We have so many amazing outdoor activities. So, Leila, as a newcomer, what are you hoping to discover about Canadian winter hobbies?
I'm very curious. I see people ice skating, skiing, snowboarding, playing hockey. It all looks so fun, but also a bit intimidating. I'm not sure where to start, what I need, or how much it costs. And honestly, I'm a bit worried about looking silly when I try something new.
Totally understandable. That's exactly what Sarah Explains is for. Let's break it down. We'll talk about some popular winter hobbies, what you might need, the cost, when to do them, and how they can help you make friends. How does that sound?
That sounds perfect, Sarah. I'm ready to learn.
Great! Let's start with something that's a quintessential Canadian winter experience: ice skating. Have you ever been ice skating before?
I tried once, a very long time ago, indoors. It was wobbly.
Wobbly is a great starting point. Ice skating is fantastic because it's accessible to many people. You can find outdoor rinks in almost every city and town, and many of them are free to use. For equipment, you'll need skates, of course. You can rent them at most rinks, which is a good way to start without a big investment. If you decide you love it and want to skate often, buying a pair of beginner skates would probably cost you anywhere from $100 to $200.
Renting sounds like a smart idea for me right now. And what about timing? When are these outdoor rinks open?
Most outdoor rinks are open from late November or early December until February or March, depending on the weather. They're usually open from morning until late evening. Skating is a great way to get some exercise, enjoy the fresh air, and it's a very social activity. You'll see families, friends, couples, all enjoying themselves. And if you join a public skate session, you're surrounded by people, which makes it easier to strike up a conversation.
That's good to know. It feels less daunting if I know there are many people around. What about skiing or snowboarding? Those look more athletic.
They are more athletic, but also incredibly rewarding. Skiing and snowboarding are very popular. For these, you'll need to go to a ski resort. The cost can be higher here. A day pass, called a lift ticket, can range from $70 to $150 depending on the resort and the day. Equipment rental is also available, and for skis, boots, and poles, or a snowboard and bindings, it might be around $40 to $70 for the day.
Wow, that's a bit more than skating.
It is. But many resorts offer beginner packages that include a lesson, a lift ticket, and rental for a discounted price. This is highly recommended for your first time. Learning to ski or snowboard can be challenging, but with an instructor, you'll be up and moving safely in no time. Lessons usually cost around $100 to $150 for a half-day group lesson.
So, if I want to try skiing, I should probably budget for a full day at a resort, including a lesson and rentals.
Exactly. And for timing, ski resorts are typically open from December to April, sometimes even into May at higher elevations. The best part about skiing and snowboarding is that you're out in nature, surrounded by stunning mountain scenery. And because you're all learning together, it's a fantastic way to meet people. You'll often find yourself chatting with others on the chairlift or in the lodge.
That sounds amazing. The idea of being in the mountains, I can imagine that being very beautiful.
It truly is. Now, let's talk about something that's a bit more unique to Canada and perhaps a bit more accessible for beginners: snowshoeing. Have you heard of snowshoeing?
I think I've seen pictures. It looks like walking in the snow with big shoes.
That's a great description. Snowshoeing is essentially hiking on snow. You wear special attachments on your boots that distribute your weight so you don't sink too deeply. You can do it on trails in parks, forests, or even just in large, snowy fields. For equipment, you can rent snowshoes relatively cheaply, maybe $20 to $30 for a day. Buying a decent pair might cost between $150 and $300.
That sounds much more affordable than skiing. And it's like hiking, which I enjoy.
Exactly. You can snowshoe at your own pace, and it's a wonderful way to explore the winter landscape. Many conservation areas and provincial parks have marked snowshoe trails. The timing is similar to other outdoor activities, generally from December to March. It's a great way to connect with nature, and again, you often encounter other people on the trails. It's a more relaxed atmosphere, and people are often happy to share trail tips.
I like the sound of that. It feels less pressure. I'm also curious about hockey. It seems like such a big part of Canadian culture.
Hockey is huge, and it's a lot of fun to watch, even if playing is a different story. For beginners wanting to play, a good starting point is shinny, which is informal, pickup hockey played on outdoor rinks. You'll need skates, a helmet, gloves, and a stick. You can rent skates, but you'll likely need to buy the other protective gear. A basic set of gear might cost around $200 to $400.
That's quite an investment for gear.
It can be, but you can often find used gear in good condition, which significantly reduces the cost. Many community centers also offer beginner hockey programs or adult learn-to-play sessions. These are fantastic for learning the basics in a supportive environment. Timing-wise, outdoor rinks are great for casual shinny. Indoor rinks are used for organized leagues and practices, which are usually in the evenings or on weekends.
So for hockey, I would need some specific gear to be safe.
Absolutely. Safety is key in hockey. But the sense of community around hockey is incredible. Even if you're just watching a local game, you'll feel the energy. And if you decide to play, you'll be joining a team, which is a fantastic way to make friends.
This is all so helpful, Sarah. It's making me feel much more confident about trying new things. I was a bit scared of the cold and the unknown, but it sounds like there are many ways to enjoy the winter and even meet people.
That's the goal. The key is to start small, be patient with yourself, and embrace the learning process. Don't be afraid to look a little clumsy at first. Everyone does. And most Canadians are very friendly and understanding towards newcomers. They've often been in your shoes, or they're happy to share their love for winter.
What about making friends specifically? Are there any other tips you'd suggest?
Definitely. Beyond joining activities, look for community centers, libraries, or newcomer services in your area. They often host events, workshops, or social gatherings specifically for new Canadians. Joining a winter festival or a local event is also a great way to immerse yourself in the culture and meet people in a relaxed setting. And if you have colleagues or classmates, invite them to try a winter activity with you. Sharing an experience is a powerful way to build connections.
That's a great idea. I've been a bit shy about initiating things, but I will try to be more proactive.
You've got this. Remember, winter in Canada is a season of beauty and fun. It's an opportunity to discover new passions and create lasting memories. So, my advice to you, Leila, and to all our listeners who are new to Canada is to bundle up, get out there, and explore. Try ice skating, go snowshoeing, maybe even take a beginner ski lesson. You might surprise yourself with how much you enjoy it.
Thank you so much, Sarah. I feel so inspired and excited to go out and experience it all. I'm going to start with ice skating this weekend.
That's fantastic, Leila. I can't wait to hear how it goes. And for our listeners, what are your favorite Canadian winter hobbies? Let us know on our social media pages. That's all the time we have for today on Sarah Explains. A huge thank you to Leila for sharing her journey and her curiosity with us.
Thank you again, Sarah. It was a pleasure.
And to all of you, stay warm, stay curious, and we'll see you next time on Sarah Explains.